All right, good Tuesday morning, everybody. We're live here on Kent's 5 talking all things weather. New day and new weather brings in clear skies and cold temperatures this morning. We saw lows in the lower 30s, and a lot of areas this morning were in the 20s. We'll take a look at the observed lows in a bit, but live look outside over Morgan's Wonderland Camp. Calaveras Lake, San Antonio International shows a couple of high, thin cirrus clouds overhead. And temperatures are still cold. They'll be cold all day long, just like yesterday. We'll be right around 49, 50, maybe 51 at best this afternoon, with some recovery on our temperatures. But sunny skies and winter weather is here to stay for quite some time. Matter of fact, through Thursday, that's when temperatures continue to tumble down as our next weather system approaches from the west. And that'll bring in some rain and maybe some wintry mix for the hill country coming up on Thursday. Let's talk about the live look outside and showing quiet conditions out there this morning. Just a few areas of sunshine and a couple areas of cloud cover over the area. But yeah, most of Texas is just dry. We're just seeing clear skies and beautiful winter weather. We'll see again highs near about 50 this afternoon. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Join the conversation here on Ken's 5. Again, it's not until Thursday when things get a little active where there could be a few areas of icy, elevated surfaces and things like that. That's better. Okay. Is audio working now okay, guys? Sounds perfect. Okay, perfect. 31 this morning's low. It was very cold. 24 at Pleasanton, 22 in Fredericksburg this morning, and same thing at Kerrville. Those were the cold spots this morning. On this Tuesday, right now we're at 41, so a small recovery, if you can call it that. Again, an Arctic air mass is in place, so we're not going to see a huge recovery in temperatures today despite the sunshine. 39 at Kerrville, 37, in Rock Springs, 42 at Del Rio, pair of 4s over in George West. Here's the metro temperatures. So 39 at Randolph, still in the 30s in the east side and the far northwest side towards Kendall County. Bernie's at 37, 42 at Stinson, 42 at Pleasanton, and 41 at Moore. Wind's not as breezy as yesterday, but it is still a little gusty at times, but overall calming down. Winds are diminishing. The occasional gust is near 14 miles an hour, so that's not too bad. Over at the airport, 16 in Floresville and 16 over in Port Lavaca. Here's what you can expect today, right around 49 to 50. Sunny skies by tonight, a couple more clouds moving in after sunset. And then by tomorrow, we are locked in. We're socked in, really. So today's high, 49 to 50, and here are the clouds moving in. Mostly, I would say towards midnight, and then after about that time, it'll be cloudy, overcast by tomorrow morning. If you're watching from Rock Springs, Del Rio, the clouds will be slow to move in your area. Otherwise, mostly dry at Wednesday. Wednesday night, there could be a few areas of drizzle, maybe some cold rain here and there, mostly isolated tomorrow night. And then as we fast forward into Thursday morning, it is going to get a little active. So here's, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, widely scattered showers, cold rain, highs in the mid to upper 30s on Thursday. And notice there could be some areas of sleet, wintry mix, freezing rain falling in the hill country, Kendall County, Bandera County, towards Rock Springs, Real County. So that's where the rain will become a little bit more widespread and likely will convert to more of a wintry mix. Towards the hill country with the higher elevations. Temperatures will be cold enough to support that kind of precip on Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. But overall, we've backed off on some of the rain accumulation, mostly across the San Antonio area, but we're still going to see rain Thursday. It's just not going to be in that wintry mode like that. Sleets, freezing rain. There could be some areas in northwest Bexar County that see that Thursday morning, but mostly rain in San Antonio on Thursday. And the farther north you go into, let's say, Johnson City, Fredericksburg, up I-35, the threat does increase for more freezing rain, icy bridges, elevated surfaces, things like that. So big takeaway for Wednesday night and a Thursday night as well. As you can see, Texas, it's dry. We are clear. A couple of clouds towards deep South Texas. That's the beginning. That's all going to move in our direction for tonight, tomorrow morning, and that'll set up a cloudy, rainy Thursday ahead. So here's what we're thinking on the driving conditions, especially if you're commuting anywhere across the state on Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. Mostly in our area, along I-10 and pointing south, that's rain. Towards the hill country, that's when it slowly and gradually starts to convert maybe into a sleet pellet maybe some freezing rain, ice accumulating slowly on elevated surfaces, on cars, on tree limbs, on power lines. That's definitely something to keep in mind for the hill country. And the farther north you go, you pick up on snowfall. So big takeaway, Dallas, San Angelo, Lubbock, North Texas, Abilene, anywhere on I-20 is where we're expecting more of an accumulation of snowfall. Some models paint out, 2 to 6 inches of snow. Some models paint out up to a foot of snow around the DFW Metroplex area. So that's something to watch. The trends are continuing to stay pretty high in Dallas for later this week. But for the hill country, for our local area here in South Central and South Texas, mostly rain on Thursday. Mostly rain in San Antonio on Thursday, mostly just liquid. But the farther north you go into the hill country, that's where it could convert into a sleet, wintry mix, maybe some freezing rain Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon, but mostly rain here in the city. That's what it's looking like right now for San Antonio. And here is the snow accumulation forecast. So you can see San Antonio not included in that. The farther north you go into the Concho Valley, I would say, towards San Angelo, the big country, between there and I-35 is where we pick up on some pretty high snow totals. There will be some snow in Lubbock, there will be some snow in Midland and Odessa, but not as much as North and Northeast Texas. So anywhere from Dallas to Tyler to parts of Arkansas, that swath of snowfall will be maxing out up to about a foot of snow by about Friday morning. So definitely something to watch if you're traveling, if you have any friends or family in that area. That's where the winter weather will become more widespread. And for here in San Antonio, it's just mostly going to be rain. We're not looking at any whiteout conditions. The most we'll see is icy elevated surfaces at times from North Bexar County and especially into the hill country. Maybe some sleet mixed in here and there, but mostly just rain for San Antonio on Thursday. The usual snow for the Panhandle, Mike, absolutely. They get in on a lot of the action, during the winter time. Anywhere from Lubbock, Amarillo to Dallas to San Angelo. That's where it usually starts to get a little bit more active in the winter time and regarding winter precip, sleet, snow, that kind of thing. But here in South Texas, it's just, it gets cold, but not cold enough to sustain that kind of wintry mode of precipitation here in San Antonio and across the region. Anywhere from here to Corpus to Houston, it's harder to sustain the snow falling in from the upper levels because at the surface, we're cold, but we're still above freezing. And you need at or below freezing temperatures to support that kind of wintry weather. So that is what we're looking at. All right, guys, here's a 14-day forecast today, 49, 40 Wednesday, and 39 Thursday. So it continues to drop off. Thursday will be wet. It'll be very difficult on the commute if you're driving anywhere, to school, to work, anywhere you got going. It is going to be difficult. It'll be wet. It'll be cold, only from 33 to 39 for the temperature on Thursday. Good morning. What time do you think there's icy conditions for burning? That would probably be sometime between 5 a.m. and lunchtime Thursday morning, Joe. Towards the afternoon, mostly rain for Bernie. But if we do see any icy elevated surfaces, icy bridges in Bernie, and especially across the hill country, it will be Thursday morning into early Thursday afternoon. But I would say Thursday evening it starts to improve, but the rain will continue to pour in all day Thursday. Matter of fact, you can see 90% chance we see pretty good rain. I mean, widespread rain on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and high of only 39. One of those days where you're going to want to take it easy, avoid any unnecessary travel, use secondary surface roads, use the frontage roads, avoid any bridges, overpasses if you can. Obviously, not all of us can do that, but if you have to do that, if you have to take those routes to work, to school, just be careful. Go slow. Keep a large distance between the car in front of you. I mean, those are good tips to remember on Thursday for driving because a lot of folks in Texas and San Antonio, we don't experience winter weather very often. So when it's cold, you add in rain, it's a bad combination. So if you're traveling on I-10, 1604, 410, I-35 especially, plan ahead, leave a little extra early, go slow, take it easy, keep a large distance between the car in front of you because Thursday is going to be difficult on driving. Friday, we start to clear out, 47 with a lingering morning shower. This weekend, we're back in the 50s, lows in the 30s with some cooler weather on the way for the second week into January, the third week, I should say, January 14th, 15th, 16th, and things like that. So that's what we're looking at Chance for rain on Thursday, numerous showers, widespread rain, and if we see any sleet, wintry mix, freezing rain, primarily in the hill country, Fredericksburg, Kerrville, maybe as far south as Bernie, but it looks like most of San Antonio will be good old-fashioned rain, cold rain, 39 for a high, and most of the higher threat for icing will be probably north towards Fredericksburg and the hill country. So big takeaway for Thursday for driving. All right, guys, have a wonderful Tuesday and stay warm out there. Today's high 49, colder on Wednesday and colder on Thursday.